You ever get that feeling that somebody or something is watching you? I've had that sensation all week long. I'm Chris. Welcome back to Flightography. I'm out on the river, paddling away, trying to capture a photograph, to contextualize something. It's been difficult. I'm not happy with any of the photographs I've achieved so far. The object is an artifact, specifically a First Nations artifact, a turtle rattle. That thing that's been watching me all week could be spirits, like that Sasquatch. Trying to capture the turtle in context has been seriously difficult. Not just because it has a sheen or because it's multi-material, that deer suede, bright orange color, and the green of the turtle shell. Contrasting, good color language, but it's hard to photograph, harder than you'd think. So I've taken it to the old growth forest. I've taken it to the white pine mineral swamp. I've taken it to the black ash swamp. I've taken it to the boardwalks in the wetland. I've taken it on the river. I've waded in creeks with it. I've done long exposures. I've done high contrast exposures. I've done golden light exposures. Nothing's turning me on. I don't know what it is. So today I'm out again, and I'm going to be focusing on long exposure, I think. There is cloud cover, but when the sun comes out, boy oh boy is it bright. Too high contrast for what I want to do today, so I am paddling around, checking out under the trees, under the water, investigating all of the critters that are actors in the creation myth embodied in the Iroquois turtle rattle. You see, it comes from the creation myth known as Turtle Island. Apparently, at some point in the past, the First Nations also experienced a great flood. After that great flood, there was no land left, and Sky Woman fell from the Sky Island into that vast body of water. Little chance of survival, even though she was supernatural. So the creatures of the air and the creatures of the sea, or the water, teamed up, and they found soil, and they piled it on Turtle's back, allowing Sky Woman to grow plants and survive and create all of humanity. Now, if you're thinking about that myth, you might wonder, well, if there's no land, where does the soil come from? First Nations people had often thought of this across the continent because there are variations on this story. In some cases, muskrat help the birds deliver the soil. In others, it's a beaver. In yet others, it's a loon or a merganser. All creatures known to live in the water. Collaboratively, they reconstructed the earth and humanity. That's the spirit in the turtle rattle. The Iroquois, which are 6 nations, the Cayuga, the Seneca, the Onondaga, the Oneida, the Mohawk, and the Tuscarora. All of these peoples all together have ceremonies. The ceremonies of those 6 nations have a highlight midwinter. It's known as the false face ceremony. You may have seen these faces, these masks in particular, Eastern North American primarily. They have contorted faces. And if you're a film buff, which I'm suspecting you are, there's a film with Jan Michael Vincent, a supernatural film, where shaman are, for some strange reason, pursuing him. I can't recall the plot. But in real life, shaman are not evil. They are not bad spirits. They use this turtle rattle and they go through the longhouses in the winter and they cure everybody. They seek out disease and they purge it. That's the point of the ceremony. Here is the aforementioned recreated artifact. A Blandings turtle, I believe. There's a very strong Thunderbird type motif here on the back. Interesting. Interesting displacement of the scutes. That's what you call these large scales on the top of a turtle. During the midwinter false face ceremony, the shaman will often rub their rattles on a white pine. Very likely without a Sasquatch. It is interesting. Now I shall remove myself from this shrubbery and check myself for ticks. I've already pulled several. It's not fun. Not fun at all. Okay, here's my janky setup. Inverted tripod. I've been working a bunch of time exposures. This haze is really messing things up. It's a lot brighter than it appears. We've got a nice golden ray coming in here, raking across the back of the turtle. So I used my standard method. I set my camera up at a 30th of a second for exposure, make sure everything's good. Then I slap on my 10-stop ND and I start at 30 seconds and work myself around. Right now the best images are coming out around 7 seconds. Let's just see how that works. Time delay, of course, on the shutter. Musical interlude. And a peak. Oh yes, that's getting quite mystical. It's just the tiniest sliver of that land. I'm shooting on a Sigma 16, aperture wide open. I'll try a few more, I think. Maybe shut it down and see what happens. That might get me my 30 seconds and have a more ethereal look. Let's see, shall we? What I'm looking for. So it looks like 7 seconds was the golden ticket. You can hear that wind. I'm going to have to start paddling. I got a good 14 kilometers to go before sunset. See you on the river. You never saw that, cuz. Still smoky. And I can ever so slightly smell it. But it does make for a beautiful sunset. Well, I'm back. That's been an exciting week. Lots of interesting locales. And in case I haven't made it clear, what I've been doing is traveling between islands in the St. Lawrence River. Turtle Island, islands, that's part of the connection. On the way back, I encountered this, snuggled up into the willows. Looks like it's been in the river for quite a while, drifting. It's waterlogged, super, super heavy. I managed to get it up this far ashore, but I'm not going to kill myself trying to get any further. Yeah. Apropos, given plastic pollution like this is one of the things that's led to the disappearance of about 50% of the wildlife here in the St. Lawrence River ecosystem. Birds, fish, mammals, 50% gone in the last 50 to 60 years. Sad state of affairs. I did, however, this week manage to encounter lots of Turtle's friends, his co-workers in the creation of creation.